been coming up here since I was like 16, and it's like when I finally did turn 21, Cody I remember saying it to somebody in front of Cody and kind of looking at him and realizing what I was saying and like, yeah, that's me.
Right on.
I've just always kind of gotten by knowing everyone. I mean, I've been playing the scene so long, and my dad's been there that it hasn't been an issue. So back in the day, you know, the bars around here when Black Dog was still open and stuff.
Black Dog.
It was just it was just a matter of knowing people at the bar. You know, you come in and you say hi to everybody that's at the bar. Nobody. Probably not going to get carded, you know.
Right. Black Dog.
Okay, this guy obviously goes to the bar a lot.
Right. Yeah, the Black Dog definitely has a lot of history in Fort Worth, definitely.
Yeah. I kind of came in a new scene, and especially now that I've moved back, there's a bunch of clubs that I've never been to before, and all my favorites are, well, not all my favorites, but a good portion of my favorites are dying out, and Grotto's still living. It's been the only steady one lately.
Yeah.
Really, you can count on to come back the next week and it's still going to be there.
Yeah, definitely. How would you describe your music?
Sorry. Americana, truly, like, I want to Americana pop, because I want to be able to, you know, I have my artistic integrity, you know, in whatever I'm doing, but I want to be able to get across to as many people as possible, and I want to really climb the mountain all the way if possible. You know, I'm not ruling anything out. I don't come to it with like the attitude of, you know, I'm not going to sell out, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. You know, I have my own values, and then I just kind of live by that and try not to stray away from what I'm comfortable with. But really, I want to, if I can climb the mountain and I can be, you know, the #1 album in the country, I'll do that. Yeah, of course.
Right. How do you actually go upon believing that, and you know, even though you get constructive criticism here and there, how do you go on still pursuing your dream and what you want to do?
Oh, it's hard. It's real hard. Money wise, and just, you know, just finding the break and the stress to practice, and it's, you know, it's an everyday struggle, but I don't know, there's always been just people behind me that just won't let me give up. I don't know, there's always been a set of musicians somewhere, you know, in one part of the state or another that are just like, no, you need to be doing this, you know. And I've always just been lucky there, because I don't think I would still be working at it, you know, all the way, not with the same passion, you know, and keeping coming back to it, you know, through whatever's gone on in my life, you know.
Do you write your own stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. The only reason I don't perform as much of my own stuff up here is that I usually am playing with a pickup band, and it's a lot easier to communicate a cover song to them than it is an original song. That's what I'm shooting for doing. I just, you know, you play with so many good musicians and so many people around here that you want to lock onto, and you want to, you know, be your drummer, your bass player, and everybody's got their own ideas of what they want to do, and everybody wants to play with everybody, and, you know, I can spread myself too thin, so it's, you know, an amazing drummer here in town. There's only so many of them. I can only imagine how spread thin you can get, and so it's just about finding that balance, you know.
Alright, so are you working on an album right now?
I just finished an EP with a brother cousin, a producer. That's 2 guys, real talented guys, down in Austin. I'm trying to ride off that right now and do as much with that as I can. I want to turn that into an LP. The material's there, the people, you know, like I say, they're there, but, you know, I'm just waiting for the right situation to come together, and just playing it as it goes right now.
Kind of playing it day by day.
Yeah, I feel good about what's on the EP right now, and it's it's gotten everybody that I've played it for likes it. I want to put a good packaging together for it and everything, but it's plenty enough to get to the clubs and to get other musicians with, and to it's doing the job right now. Nowadays, it's kind of like back in the 50s. You don't really have to have a single, and I mean you don't have to have a whole album. You can write off a single or two, and release them a little bit at a time, and you're not so required to come out with a 12-song album right off the bat.
Do you believe that the Fort Worth music scene is growing?
Oh, absolutely. Coming from Austin, the music capital of the world, I guess, self-appointed title. They're so jaded, and there's so many great musicians, and young and old, and to put a band together out of that is almost just effort and futility. It's you're just beating your head against a wall. And there's great bands that come out of it, but being here, a slightly smaller scene, but there's just, you can just feel something, when different towns start to explode, whether it's, in Nebraska, Omaha, whether it's Omaha or El Paso or something like that. When they exploded with the scene, there's an electricity in the air. There's everybody is hungry, and there's a new sound, and it seems like there's more and more new musicians every day, and I really feel that right now. That's why I'm not going anywhere, because Austin's definitely a good place to be seen and to play your music and to be close to all the clubs and the places that you want to be. LA is great, but right now there's electricity in the air in Fort Worth.
Fort Worth is very hungry for local musicians, and we have a great support team here in Fort Worth with 88.7 The Choice, The Good Show, interviewing live local music. The Fort Worth Weekly is supporting live local music. These venues and bars are supporting live local music, and we're hungry for it. Do you believe that?
I do believe that. I still think that it's going to take a big push to get across to the TCU student, to the generic TCU student, the way that 6th Street appeals to the UT students. Our music scene still has a long way to go, because not a long way to go, but it still has a distance to go, because those kids, they still are listening to dubstep and hip hop, and they're going where the DJs are playing, not where and the drinks are cheap, not where the bands are playing.
Right.
And that's just a value that in Austin is. It's different. That support local music is it's universal. It's the music capital of the world. It's a universal thing. You talk to a frat boy, he's talking about going to see the same band that you're talking about going to see. There's not so much room for separation.
Right. So I do thank you. Thank you for your time, and I wish you the best of luck. You're young, but I don't know, I feel like I talked to a very mature musician tonight, honestly. But yeah, I wish you the best of luck. You are a very raw talent that is exploding here in Fort Worth, and like I said, good luck on your album, and thank you very much. All right, thank you.